more retracking, a special anniversary, and the end to a 3.5-year wait. Once again, there is a lot to look forward to ahead of the 2023 theme park season at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And in this video, like I did in 2021 and 2022, I'm going to go through those things. I'll go through the little or big changes that are due to happen throughout the season, the changes that we'll already see on opening day on the first day of the season, and I'll go through some events and some key dates that are due to take place. There will be time chapters in the description for everything I talk about, so feel free to use them, but let's get started. Once again, the big one has had a retrack. This is the 4th one now, and this new retrack has been carried out on the drop near Infusion. So it seems like it's going to be an every year thing now where an area of the big one is retracked just to smoothen it out, to prolong its operating life and make the ride experience a lot more enjoyable for longer. And it is very safe to say that in my opinion that has worked in the last 3 years. Every single retrack that has been done by Tazika has made such an improvement on that area of the ride. It's a lot quieter, it's a lot smoother, there's no rattle at all, no jolts, and they've just smashed it every single time, and I have no doubt that that will be the case this time around as well. The big one has been testing ahead of this season, and it's looking pretty promising that it'll be opened on opening day. So I'm very excited to get back on it, and I'm looking forward to hearing a wise man say what a wise man once said.
This ride's about to retrack that.
Much like last year, the big one is not the only ride at Blackpool Pleasure Beach to be having a bit of retracking work done to it over the closed season. Last year it was the smooth wooden roller coaster Grand National, which there's still been some work taking place on it over the winter, but not as much as they did last year and not as much as they're doing on the other smooth wooden roller coaster known as Big Dipper. Big Dipper had a retrack in 2021 ahead of the 2021 season. The first drop was retracked and it needed it. It could get quite rough if you was unlucky on that drop, and they did an amazing job. That drop is not rough anymore. And a section of the Big Dipper is being retracked again ahead of the 2023 theme park season. The ride closed early at the end of 2022 and work started taking place before the end of the season. The section that is being retracked is the drop that takes you into the turnaround near the Big Blue Hotel, and if there was any drop on Big Dipper that needed to be retracked like it is being done, it is definitely that one. So it's really good that they're doing that. They've spotted that one section of the ride is a little bit rickety, can shake you from side to side a bit. Excited to experience that once the retrack has been done. A bit of track work isn't the only thing Big Dipper is getting ahead of this season though. On the 23rd of August this year, Big Dipper will turn 100 years old, and the park are celebrating that, of course. I saw somewhere that there is a hoodie for it that I'll probably end up buying. That photo was taken at the season launch and it'll feature in my opening day vlog on Saturday, so check that out because yeah, I'm going finding that hoodie. But it's also getting a glow up, as stated on the Blackpool Pleasure Beach website. The onion at the top of the lift hill and first drop, or the teardrop, or whatever you want to call it, has been taken off the ride, presumably for a repaint, and I don't think it's back on yet, so that work is still to be done obviously. The entire ride as well is getting a repaint by the looks of things. Like, it looks like they're painting the entire thing, so it's gonna look really fresh once that's done, as if it is not 100 years old, and it's going to be running well as well. However, unfortunately, because of all the work that has been taking place on the ride over the winter, it won't be ready for opening day. So Big Dipper will not be open on the 18th of March this year, and the date for it to actually open hasn't been announced yet, but I assume it will get announced when the park know. The park have stated on the planned maintenance and closures section of their website that our classic original Big Dipper wooden roller coaster is currently receiving a glow up ahead of its centenary celebration this year, and will therefore reopen later this season. Keep an eye out on our official social media channels for more information on how you can get involved in this beloved roller coaster's special birthday. So that confirms that it'll be opening later on in the season, not on opening day, probably not on opening month. But it also says that there will be a celebration. Hello from the future! I was looking through the website for a future segment of this video, and I spotted this. Big Dipper's 100th birthday party. Join us as we celebrate Big Dipper's 100th birthday on August 23rd from 7 PM. I'm not sure what time the park closes that night, whether it's 5, 6 or 7, but it appears that the park have put on a separate event for this anniversary, for this birthday. And after 7 PM that night, you will probably be able to lap Big Dipper. Don't know how long for, whether it's for an hour, whether it's for 2 hours, whether anything else will be happening during that event. But I thought I saw a few tweets a few weeks ago about a Big Dipper 100th birthday party, and I never saw it for myself. I never saw like where it was on the website, never saw an announcement from the park. But yeah, it turns out that that is a thing, and it's something for me to get booked after I've finished filming this video. The tickets cost £15, and yeah, that's to lap Big Dipper. Don't know whether there'll be merch on or anything that's exclusive for people who have attended that event, who knows, but the Big Dipper is having a 100th birthday party. You might have heard me say quite a few times in vlogs over the years that I really hope that they celebrate the Big Dipper's 100th anniversary, and it's so good to see that they're doing that. They've put on this separate event, they're getting merch for it, they're giving it a glow up, and yeah, I'm really happy to see that that is happening, and I'm really looking forward to it. Alright then, up until yesterday I thought this bit would be pretty negative part of the video. Obviously the anticipation and the wait for Valhalla has gone on for a very long time, but yesterday, at the time of recording, at the season launch event, it was announced that Valhalla, one of the best start rides, water rides in the world, will be reopening for technical rehearsals from the 7th of April this year. And if you aren't aware, Valhalla closed at the end of 2019 for a reimagining. It was supposed to be a reopening again in 2021, but unfortunately COVID and lots of other things just delayed what they could do with the ride, what they wanted to do with its reimagining, so it just kept getting delayed. It didn't open in 2021, it was going to be 2022, and then that ended up not happening, and it's looking good for 2023 now. I'm not watching any full videos or anything, I'm going to see it for myself first, but I've obviously seen pictures and some clips on social media from people at the season launch. But yeah, I have seen pictures and some small clips of what the area around Valhalla looks like right now and what it'll look like on opening day, I assume, and it looks incredible, better than it ever did in its original form. Like, I don't remember the exterior of Valhalla and the area around it looking that nice. It's got plants, it's got the statue, the station looks incredible, and the boats look really cool as well. And we'll see that on Saturday or tomorrow. I'll try and get this up Friday. But yeah, I'm not watching any full videos on it until I've seen it for myself, because I'll see it for myself for the first time and be blown away by it probably, because from what I've seen it looks incredible. And yeah, I think from now, between now and April and whenever the official opening date is, the hype is going to be massive. So stay tuned for a Valhalla update and a vlog that I will be filming from Blackpool Pleasure Beach on Saturday the 18th of March. But I guess that's all there is to say about Valhalla. The next segment of this video, I feel like I could give you more information, but to be honest, the information hasn't been too public, and I haven't read into it that much, to be honest. And it's not really confirmed. It's just been rumoured. It was spotted on some website or something, and the carriages were spotted on the big blue car park, if I remember rightly. But the next segment, I'm going to talk about a potential big wheel at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So, do apologise for not being that clued up when it comes to this big wheel and the rumours, or the whatever it can be considered. A trademark was actually posted named Head Above the Clouds, and it seemed to be related to Blackpool Pleasure Beach and the owners. So that's where the rumour of the big wheel came from. There's also been a lot of markings around the Bowlerdrome area, and there's been rumours of Bowlerdrome being demolished for a long time now, because if you get rid of Bowlerdrome, there is quite a lot of space around there for a new ride of some sort. So will that be the big wheel? Will it be something else? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I've not got the most amount of information when it comes to that. But yeah, like I say, nothing's confirmed. If something gets confirmed, I'll end up knowing more about it. I'll end up doing a video on it. So stay tuned. Yeah, for now, I guess it's just a rumour. Like I say, there is evidence. The trademark was posted. Gondolas were spotted on the car park. And with that, we'll just have to see what happens. Blackpool Pleasure Beach is opening a brand new shop, to be a massive shop where the ticket centre used to be, where you used to collect your wristbands, where you'd get Easy Pass, where you used to register your season pass in the old days. I remember them, the registration dates. I'm not really sure how that's progressing at the moment. Don't think it's going to be ready for opening day. Well, nothing's been announced. But yeah, they're building a shop. There's going to be all the merch in there, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to having lots of walks around that shop. Like, I will be coming off park during the day just to walk around that shop sometimes, especially if there's authentic ride parts in there. But yeah, a new shop is opening at the front of Blackpool Pleasure Beach, off the park, at the ticket office, the old ticket office that is. And yeah, the merch at Pleasure Beach just keeps going uphill year after year. So yeah, exciting times ahead for retail at the park. Blackpool Pleasure Beach's Halloween event, Journey to Hell Freak Nights, will take place between the 13th and the 31st of October 2023. I am still yet to experience this event, and I think it's about time I did. I've heard mixed things from it, but it's a relatively new event. It's not going to be perfect straight away. But yeah, I would like to experience it this year, and the event's back, so the opportunity's there. 13th and 31st of October. Hot Ice will take place between the 6th of July and the 9th of September this year, and it appears that the show this year is called Amor. That may not have been pronounced correctly. And it seems like the show will be taking place every day between these dates apart from Sundays. And with a Pleasure Beach e-ticket, which is basically entry to the park, you have free access to a matinee performance on the day of your visit. Also this year, for what I think is the first time, Pleasure Beach is selling Hot Ice season passes, where for £100 you have unlimited access to all the Hot Ice shows this year. So that's really good if you want to watch Hot Ice more than once, numerous times. For £100 you can do that. Late night riding and late-ish night riding is returning for 2023, with select dates where the park will stay open from 10 AM until either 9 PM or 10 PM. And I'm not sure what's going on with fireworks, whether they're still going to be a thing. I've not seen anywhere that states that there are fireworks on any of these dates. So I'm just going to read the dates out for the late night ridings or the late-ish night ridings. And I guess we'll find out nearer to the time whether there will be a firework display or not. So on these Saturdays throughout the year, Blackpool Pleasure Beach will stay open until 9 at night. The 8th of April, which is Easter Saturday, the 27th of May, the 5th of August and the 23rd of September. The 10 until 10 PM dates are the 22nd of July and the 26th of August. The last thing I have to speak about in this video, hope I've not missed anything, be sure to let me know if I have. I'm going to quickly go through some of the shows and events that are going to be taking place throughout the year. I'm not going to go into them in too much detail. The dates and tickets to book are available on the website, so feel free to check that out. It was in this section of the video where I spotted the Big Dipper's 100th birthday party, and yeah, all the other events are on this page as well. So the Hot Ice show's on there. There's a Eurovision fan zone this year on the 13th of May. There's shows like The Illusion, events like Walk the Woody, Walk the Big One XL, Walk the Big One. The Ken Webster Show and the Evolution of Magic have been shows at Blackpool Pleasure Beach for years now. They've been going on for a long time. Paul Zerdin's back for this year. Would love to see that again actually. And then there's events like Journey to Hell, the Christmas Grotto, and obviously the Beauty and the Beast pantomime, which is being advertised for the end of 2023 as well, now that Blackpool Pleasure Beach do pantomimes. But to look into the shows and events in more detail, feel free to check out the Blackpool Pleasure Beach website. And I think that's all there is to speak about the 2023 season, what to expect. Like I say, let me know if I missed anything. Haven't really stayed in the loop over winter that much with loads of news and whatever, but what I have seen is Pleasure Beach interacting with fans on social media again, posting loads of closed season updates, and it was really cool to see, and it's made me really optimistic about the season ahead. I'm really excited, but until then, thank you very much for watching, check out the screen to see more, and I'll see you at Blackpool Pleasure Beach.